Welcome in the second Telesnot, featuring the round recap of the SNOT League. Before we start, a big announcement. Due to Winter Cup, the schedule of each round will be affected. Round 2 was prolonged for 5 days, and Round 3 will be also longed by 2 days. The rest of the rounds remain 2 weeks long, subject to change if any big tournament happened during the group stage. And now let's get back to our recap. As announced, the 3 City Squiggers and Nightcrawlers played the last match of the first round, wrapping it up with a nail-biter ending in a 2-1 victory for the Night Goblins. In true Goblin fashion, the game was filled with dirty plays and suspiciously coordinated group stumbles over fallen players from the opposing team. A few knives were even pulled from backs. The referees had their hands full, but a couple of controversial situations managed to slip past the head referee's watchful eye. And speaking of later, it's curious that the referee exited the game hauling 2 very hefty bags. It's very kind that he handled the post-match cleanup. What a performance! The Snake Mania continues to captivate the audience with their finesse and tactical prowess. Snake Men of Sneaky. In a stunning display of skill, they've once again clinched 3 points, triumphing over the Halfling Chefs with a solid 2-0 victory. The chefs might have been expecting some fried snakes on the menu, but they clearly miscalculated. Nevertheless, they're relieved that this time there are no major injuries to deal with. Talking about injuries. The Arizona Legends clashed with the Flesh Golems on the pitch. The Golems began the match with finesse, but soon ran out of steam, giving the Amazons the upper hand. The women skillfully maneuvered them into a running game, causing chaos among the Frankensteins. The sutures, connecting various body fragments of the Flesh Golems, started falling apart, resulting in a messy scene on the field. The Frankensteins crumbled both figuratively and literally, ending with a 0-2 loss. Subsequently, the Necromancers worked tirelessly, metaphorically tackling grotesque puzzles and cleaning up the stadium until the wee hours of the night. The Winterstorm Maidens faced off against the formidable Necrarch Vampires. In a hard-fought battle, the match concludes with a nail-biting draw. These vampires, not known for their hearty appetites, managed to leave a mark, dealing a hefty blow to one of the maidens. The poor Valkyrie will be sitting out the next game, nursing her wounds in the not-quite Valhalla Medical Center. The Nightcrawlers clashed with the Realm Riders in true Goblin fashion. It was dirty. It was brutal. The Knights struggled to get back on their feet after the first half, clearly not accustomed to being mixed with mud. However, rallied by their captain, the Knights got even with the Goblins by taking 1 down and leveling the score. The Goblins had a chance to score again with their Goblin Throw maneuver, but a failed landing dashed their hopes. On the bright side, a troll with the grace of a ballerina slipped away from the Knights' tackle zones. Those dancing lessons learned in secret have paid off. Oh, they thought we didn't know. But we know everything! Today, we have a special treat for you. Joining us in the studio is the promising coach, Joseph Moranian, who has recently taken on the challenging role of coaching a Skaven team. Welcome, Coach Moranian.
Thank you, Henry. Thank you.
We thanks you that you agreed for this short interview. We hope it will not interrupt with your busy schedule. So not to prolong first question. It's not every day we see humans stepping into the shoes of a coach for a Skaven team. Could you share with us the secrets behind this exotic contract? And how did this unique collaboration come to be?
Skaven surely have their way of communicating. If they need you, they'll find you anywhere. I was tending to my mother's garden, removing moleholes, stuff like that. All of a sudden, one hole erupted, and a rat with glasses and a fancy coat appeared with a pen and paper. He said that Clan Moulder had their eyes on me for the team they are working on. I was young and wanted to see the world, and Skaven underworld highways are great for traveling. Sometimes you have to grab the chance for its tail.
Clan Moulder seems to deviate significantly from your previous coaching experiences, and frankly, from the typical Skaven matchups we're accustomed to seeing. Was this a surprise for you? And how are you adapting to this unconventional scenario?
It was indeed a surprise for me. I didn't know anything about Skaven society, so I had no idea that local clans tried diverse team compositions, not just regular 4-gutter runner teams we are accustomed to. Not to mention the cultural shock one may experience in the underworld. But what all Skaven have in common is that they are fast. Even the tiniest and weakest ratling who hasn't eaten in 3 days is still faster than a regular human athlete. Incredible creatures they are. Really fascinating.
And the last short question from our spectator, the team boasts 2 star players with rather refined humor, shall we say? How do you plan to navigate and deal with their unique personalities and eccentricities?
That is a very good question. Skaven society is very hierarchical, where bigger and smarter rats are treated with great respect, when small and weak rats are treated worse than peasants in Britannia. In fact, Skaven slaves and throttlings are not given any names, just serial numbers. Rat ogres usually treat them like punching bags. Before the season, we had 6 rat ogres in the team. Since only few of them get promoted to the bigger, richer franchises, they were always fighting each other. And I had seen so many young rats dying before ever stepping onto the field, it was terrible. I decided to keep training with the 2 most disciplined rat ogres, Riker and Izglitch. Now they are relieved from the pressure to outperform other rat ogres. They can focus on the game and improve. I am certain these guys have great careers ahead of them and will lift the Blood Bowl trophy someday.
And that wraps us the list of the questions for today. We once again thank you, Joseph, and we wish you good luck in the upcoming matches. And that wraps everything we have for you for today. We wish you all the best, and remember Nuffle hates us equally. Let's see each other on round 3 recap. Bye.